And then he's just like, hey, this is really random. I just took these hearts down from Yorkdale. They're hanging in the atrium. Oh. He's like, I got this crazy idea. I've never done it. Let's try it. So he drew this and then grabbed those hearts. And like, now that we're not in the studio, we're like, fuck, that's kind of, you see our social media, you see our YouTube, like the hearts are kind of the thing of it now. And
I love it.
Caroline,
can I give this to you? Because it's buzzing. I don't know what it's doing.
You're a popular guy.
I'm going to give you these too.
What else you got?
You can use the headphones, no problem. Okay. All right. It's
the best part about wearing black. I would not have known you had all those things in your pocket.
I know, isn't that great?
Down.
Slims me way down.
My closet.
I'm actually 475.
My closet is like 90% black, like just black clothes.
Yeah, I keep meaning to
some
do
grays maybe when I feel a little.
I was going to say that's a beautiful
trying to
gray.
show the barrel a little bit.
Fantastic.
No, you got those green shorts too.
Oh, my shorts are colorful. I like to run.
4-inch seams.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, I wear black.
Tell the story.
Yeah. Which ones?
Podcast.
Okay. So yeah, most of what I wear is black. Even like, I'm not the biggest workout guy, but even like my workout stuff is Nike, but it's black. Yeah. Whatever. And I like wearing short shorts in the summer. Show the thighs off.
Sure.
Work for these things.
Have to.
I had a pair of shorts that I bought. More recently. They're not the normal kind that I wear. There was these Lululemon ones. They look kind of good for running, workout. They were cool, like a white color. Felt like good for summer. So I wear them one time. I'm on a run and I'm realizing I'm going to be late to get to the podcast. So I didn't have time to go home and change and shower. So I just ran to the studio.
You're on a run.
Yeah,
just get right there.
So I'm like, okay, I look athletic. We're talking to a boxing promoter manager.
Lee
Baxter.
Okay.
Great storyteller. So I'm like, I'll look athletic. It's a boxing guy. It'll be chill. So I'm sitting like this, where you are. So the camera's here, right? Yeah. But like, because this way, it's like I'm leaning. On that side, it was this way more. And the shorts were shorter than I thought. So I didn't realize as I'm recording, it was like to here.
Bare ass.
So I didn't know, like Danny edits the clips, pulls down, we post on social media, and all the comments are like, buddy couldn't have got shorter shorts. And it just looks like I have no clothes on. It's the weirdest angle. And
I think it's genius. Probably, I don't know.
Maybe that's why the video's
more comments.
Yeah, maybe that's why the video.
What can I say?
We don't have
working on these.
We never really get roasted online.
Marketing geniuses.
Yeah, you get the odd person who's like, "Oh, fuck these guys." Or we got one the other day. Actually,
sorry about that.
Someone's actually. Someone said something good.
Preempted before you came on the pod.
I'm really sorry. Thank you for having me. I love it. Thank you so much.
Commenting and chirping us.
One guy chirped us. It was funny. He's like, he comments like, you can talk without recording it. And like, I crept this guy's
Come
profile.
on.
So I crept his profile for like 3 minutes.
That's pretty
and he had
horrible.
a fishing picture, right? Holding it up. I'm like, hey, you'd probably get some girls if you didn't carry that fucking little 6-inch fish, eh? And then he deleted my comments. I was like, come on. I got him. Yeah, but it was funny.
Man.
People are mean.
We never get people chirp us. And then I saw that comment. It was like 3 comments very similar. I screenshot. I sent it to him. And I was like,
and I got around that time. I had gotten rid of my social media. I got off, deactivated my Instagram, whatever. So I didn't see these things. And then he showed me. I found it hilarious. I don't mind.
We had a good laugh.
If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? But I didn't realize how bad it was. And anyways.
Dan, you remind me when we're doing the clips to just get that screenshot and just put it like right over George's head.
I would love to see
We need that other viral moment.
I feel like you guys look really chill, and I look.
No, you're good, man.
But if I go here, I can't.
By the way,
I can't see you.
You want me to lean forward? I'll switch it up.
No, I love this. Oh,
I love the Vegas. Is it Vegas Hooter shirt?
Yeah,
it's a Vegas Hooter shirt.
Did you get it?
No, I didn't get it. I've never been to Vegas.
Oh,
I feel like I should go to. I know.
You're a phony.
I know, but look, I got it for $29.
Oh, that's
pretty good.
That's a good deal.
Look at the big thing on the back.
So
same print.
You basically copied this.
Shit. Anyway, I'm gonna take off. And thank you.
No, I like these shirts, and I'll tell you that the brand that this shirt is made on.
Yep.
I actually have like 4 of those types.
You and I are very similar. I look for the thick shirts.
Yeah, very comfy,
Again,
very nice.
the Gooter.
They're good, comfy, slim in. They age well.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
Those are brand new.
This is one day.
They are.
I hope they're new.
No, I mean, not.
You just designed them, man.
No. Those are once used, and I brought them here for you guys today.
You know what's gonna happen one day? We're gonna have them. Someone's gonna borrow them from one of our closets, wear them on a podcast, and be like, oh, you met one of Nate's concerts? Be like, oh no, $29.
Yeah,
bought it off Ricky.
That would be good. If you can make a buck off of that, go for it. I'd say resell it.
I didn't even tell you.
I'd say resell it, right?
Yeah. Someone saw one of. Someone we must have gave a sweater to. If we used to have a startup. was wearing the sweater down the street, like down King Street, maybe a couple weeks ago, and they messaged me. He's like, "Yo, I see someone in a cast, the long sleeve,
Purple tee.
yeah, purple long sleeve, yeah."
What was your startup? Or maybe I should know this.
yeah,
Maybe
no,
I
you
do
should
know
believe
it.
me,
It's a long story. Long story.
Okay.
We're not here to talk about
Sorry,
us.
sorry.
We crashed and burned.
We'll switch over to you. Fuck yeah, we've been going.
Well, you haven't been to Vegas. I feel like it'd be. You seem like a guy.
I'm gonna go.
Vegas. It seems like right up your alley.
I got a couple gambling bones in my body. Let me tell you.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
Oh, really?
I meant like you just look like you have a good time.
Oh,
But yeah, I get. Okay.
well, look,
Let's
I
unpack
got
that one.
we've been selling merch on this tour, so I had a little bit of cash, and I told Caroline I might have to take all this cash. I'm never gonna do that. It's just a joke, but I do love the slots so much. I love the slots. Like, yeah.
Can I ask you? This is not. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying this is like you shouldn't have done music. But why did you also considering being a comedian? Like, just wondering. You're a very like
Being a
very
comedian
scares
my eyes are
me,
watering.
dude.
Really?
No, yeah.
You
it scares me.
because like right now I feel like I'm sitting at a comedy special. Like you just like
you
very
guys are the greatest.
easy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. That scares me. I don't think I could write like actual bits.
So the scary part is like trying to like.
So you're just naturally funny.
Well, I wasn't trying to get you to say that, but yes, thank you so much.
But like what scares you is like having to like plan and write something, or like it's
Yeah.
not the going on stage. That doesn't scare you.
No, stage is okay, but writing like you never know how a crowd's different every single night.
true.
And like songs, I'm kind of hiding behind a guitar or like
Yeah.
a vibe of already that exists. But you're just walking out there and doing exactly this with bits. I don't know if I could do
You're
it.
a natural, man. I'm
thank
not saying to be nice to you because we're not nice typically on this podcast.
Really?
We're normally
So,
nice.
so let me ask you then, when you're like writing music and all that stuff,
Yeah.
do you ever get that kind of you say you've had to write a joke, you might have a little bit of fear in trying to plan it. When you're writing music, do you ever second guess yourself? Does it always just come naturally to you and flows and
Yeah, I think I second guess myself for sure. I feel like the tough part with music is like, hopefully, like I released music during the pandemic and people have been liking the songs, which has been amazing. But there's always a little bit of pressure from all ends of things. I want to make sure that my team is happy with what I'm doing, and I want to make sure it's true to myself and I'm not listening to too many other people while still listening to other people. So it's a little difficult, but I try not to focus on it, but it definitely, those little thoughts creep in and you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, I can imagine it's tricky because you have your sound and you want to make the music that you want to make, but then you also have your team and outside people and labels and blah, 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 where they want to hear something and they kind of, again, like you said, they're pushing this way, you're pushing this way. You got to find a kind of meet that middle ground that also still leans your side. Right?
Yeah. And everyone's saying things, in my case, I'm really lucky just because they want the best outcome for me. But sometimes that's tough when there's a lot of people. So
and like everyone thinks they know is the best, but at
Yeah.
the same time, like you know what's best for your sound and your music, right?
Yeah.
There's a good saying that I think my brother told me this, and he goes, and I think Henry Ford said it, and he goes, if I asked people what they wanted, they would have said a faster horse.
Yeah.
I think you're right, George. I think that is it.
I think so.
I think that is the
Bringing it back to gambling and the horse races.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Can we go right now?
Can I actually ask you? Like when you gamble, you said the slots. Wait, do you bet on horses at all? Or anything?
No. I've been to the horse races once, but just because I wanted to see what it was all about.
Where'd
went,
you go?
I'm trying to think where I went. Is there a place like almost in Barrie or near
Yeah.
Barrie?
Yeah.
Georgian.
Yeah.
Off the
it
highway.
really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's Barrie, off right off the highway.
Yeah, near where you used
Yeah,
to be.
up in Innisfil area.
Yep. So I think I went there once, and but I think slots are the worst thing you can do at a casino. Yeah. But I just love pulling that. I get to spinning, and you should see me, dude. I'm sweating the whole time.
You got like a grandmother
have to
beside you,
go.
chain smoking, and you're chilling.
Oh yeah, I got one of those curly cords attached to the thing.
Player's card in the
sad,
slot.
actually, but yeah.
It's not sad. Believe me, we've been to Vegas. We've been to Vegas. We've been to the horses too a few times.
Yeah.
Not big gamblers, but when they're there,
Yeah.
oh, gotta get fired up.
It's so fun. You just have to do it.
I'll tell you a story about the ponies. We went for one of our really good friends' bachelor parties. This guy's, I don't know how to say it nicely. I would not expect this guy to plan such a cool bachelor party. Sorry, pal. And it was the best. It is to date. I've been on a few bachelor parties. Probably one of the most memorable ones.
Yeah.
We went to the Belmont Stakes in New York. Ooh. So, like, I think it's one of the oldest races in the world.
Well, it's one of the Triple Crown.
Yeah, so it's the second of the
It's
Triple
not
Crown.
the oldest. It's arguably one of the.
But I think it is one of the old ones. But it's after Kentucky Derby. So we go down. We know nothing about the horses, right? Like you're either, how I view it is, you're either like an expert, like
Yeah.
you know, like you have
Or you
you're a
know
degenerate, or you know nothing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we sit down. We're in this like cool like lounge area. There's food buffet. There's like the books where you can go and bet, and then the waiter's coming around, and we're kind of asking anybody, hey, well, give us a tip, and that never works out well, but. I don't know how it came about, but one of the guys told us some horse, and no one really listened to this guy. We're like, what does this guy know? Mo Donegal was the name. Mo Donegal was a horse
Great.
name.
You got to bet on it.
Yeah, so Ricky bets on it, and in the last race, it's the now for like the championship of the Belmont Stakes. Me and one of our really good friends were like, okay, let's split this bet. We're gonna do a trifecta, so we're gonna pick like 3 horses.
Yeah.
If all 3 hit, you win like a payday.
Yeah. You wouldn't be sitting here. No. I tell you that.
we still have the studio.
Yeah, we would definitely stop. We still would. So we go and bet, and I can't remember what happened. Rick just bet on one horse. He just picked, I'm going to go with this one.
Yeah.
And the race goes off, and the horse that Ricky picked is like near the back. And it's near the back of the pack. We're like, Ricky's terrible bet. And then the race keeps going around, like it's catching up. You hear the speakers, Mo Donegal. We're like, what the fuck is going on here? It comes around, and we had taken Mo Donegal. So there's 2 parts of the story. We put Mo Donegal in our trifecta. Ricky had it by itself, so he just needs the horse to win. It starts coming down to the wire, and as it's getting like really close, we're at the finish line.
Mo, let's go.
His horse is coming down the line. He's screaming. We're all, had some drinks. He's going nuts. Sure enough, Ricky's horse wins. Now, what would have made this better is in our trifecta with me and my buddy, we had Mo Donegal
Right.
at another one. I can't remember the next 2.
Seabiscuit.
We had the first Mo Donegal one, the second horse we got right, and then the third was in third at the line, and at the line by a nose, this random ass underdog passes it.
So it's your fault we don't have the studio.
Yeah,
Basically.
To sum up.
I'm only sharing that because the ponies are sick.
So-
they're exciting.
Yeah,
That's
it's,
part 2 is I thought the horse's name was like Bodangles or something. So I was like, cheer, I'm like, Bodangles, let's go. And I'm like, Mo Donald's. I'm like,
Yeah.
is that my fucking horse?
Yeah, it's my horse. Yeah.
fucking number
For
2,
better or for worse.
Mo
Yeah.
Bodangles. It was, yeah.
Ponies.
the
I should
ponies are
go
good.
back.
Yeah, Vegas.
go.
If
Let's
you
all
ever
go.
Let's go.
A little pal strip?
Yeah.
Whenever.
Maybe we could get the studio back.
I'd love that. We'll bet
play
the,
slots
we'll
all
bet
night
the,
and horses.
We'll bet everything.
We're surely to come back with more money than we go with.
Yeah, I think
Guaranteed.
that's how gambling works.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's yeah. Anyways, good
Yeah,
times.
you are a
with
funny
ponies.
dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're off to a good start.
You been on like many podcasts, interviews, stuff like that?
I think this is my first podcast. Yeah. No.
Come on,
No.
the podcast market is really missing out.
I should podcast.
What is-
more.
what is wrong
I don't
with
know
these
what
people?
I
Like-
would do, but coming on something like this is very fun for me.
Honestly, I think you do
You're-
very
you
well. That's
are
what I'm
an
saying.
actor.
Like you have the vibe of somebody who's just like very personable and like good social. I don't know the word I'm looking
That's
for.
pretty interesting because I was homeschooled.
Come on.
Yeah. Real story.
Shut up.
Yeah. Is that going to change
No,
everyone's vibe?
no,
now?
no. Well, like I don't. I'm just saying. Like, so
Yeah,
how did you become so funny? Like you just stand up in the room and tell a
No,
teacher,
it-
like, "Hey, I got a joke to tell today."
Just my mom, really. Yeah. Yeah, it was me and my mom and just hanging out and whatever. I almost said
cool.
me and my Mo, but anyway.
Bodangles.
Yeah.
Bodangles. We're on the winning streak.
I was homeschooled until grade 9. And then I think my mom just knew I would have been a terror. I had way too much energy when I was little, for real. And I'm sure she made the right call. I have a brother and a sister. They were homeschooled too. Okay. And then they were like, you should probably go in grade 9 to school.
You would have became the school bully, eh?
I don't know if I would have been a bully, but I would have been like, I would have
A lot
been
of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I cuss on this?
Yeah.
Okay. I would have been fucking crazy. But she would have to teach me math. She would have to teach me math while I was skateboarding. For real. She just was the sweetest. Her and my dad, incredible. And then we went to high school in case we wanted to, like, my siblings now, one's a physiotherapist and one's an optometrist. And my dad's an optometrist. It's just
Nice.
a whole thing of medical people, and I just kind of putz around the
So how'd you get
apartment.
into music then?
I got into music. I was just kind of obsessed with it. I saw a concert in grade 9.
Mom, dad, brother. Yeah.
School choir.
School play. Yeah, in front of the fireplace. Tickets were $15. And no, I went to this this Australian guy, Xavier Rudd, and he played like the didgeridoo.
Sick
And all
instrument.
these freaking, he had like all these stomp boxes, I guess they're called, and he made them all. So then after that, I was like, well, I'm a musician now, super cool. And I would like make these stomp boxes that weren't even real. It wasn't how he did it. I would just like put a little microphone in one and it would just sit in there. And then after that, I just got obsessed. I was really obsessed with the energy of things ever since I was little. Like the energy in that room of everyone just like feeling what he was doing, for lack of a better term. So I just got obsessed with that. And then I worked at a science camp in grade 9 and I met this guy Zubin Thacker. This is kind of a long.
No, this is
story.
great. I was like, there's so much to unpack.
I got a lot of questions after.
So do I.
yeah. Anyway, I met this guy Zubin Thacker, and he was just a musician at the time, and he told me to come out to this open mic. I'm trying to recall the story myself. And then I went there and asked if he would teach me guitar, and we ended up writing a song instead of that. And he's in my band now. But he's Shawn Mendes, MD, like music director, and he does all this other stuff. He's incredible. So it's just a strange turn of events.
So you just met this guy at science camp?
Well, I met his wife actually at science camp, and then she was the one who said, "Come out to this open mic." Come on. And yeah, it was this crazy thing. And then he started playing for this country artist, Kira Isabella, who I played with for like 6 or 7 years. And he was like, "If you can learn these guitar parts, you can come on the road with Terry Clark." Kira was opening. So it's so crazy. And like that led to a bunch of other stuff. It just kept like snowballing. So it's really, that's like
crazy.
The short version, like, even though I dragged on and people probably turned off.
No. This is great.
That is great.
Yeah.
What I wanted to ask, you said something when you were, your parents teaching you math and you were like skateboard of that. Is that, you had like an attention thing? Is that why like you just like staying focused?
I think so. I don't know. I don't know if it's ever been diagnosed.
I asked because I was very relatable.
Yeah.
Very, very relatable.
But it's like, they just thought it was cool that we could learn at our own pace when we were young. There was no other reasons. Like sometimes there's religious things, which is fine. But I just like, in our case, they were just like, it'd be cool if they could just like learn.
Yeah.
And for me, my siblings were really, I was fine at school, but I had to work really hard if I wanted to be good at school.
Yeah.
Whereas my siblings just like got it. And I think if I had to just like go to a classroom, it could have been a different turnout for me because I just had so much energy.
I'm the reason I asked how the exact same way. Like when I was a kid, I'd bounce off the walls. Like I was nuts. I'm 99%, maybe 95% sure. 96 that I have like something that was undiagnosed as a kid.
Yeah.
Now like I still was able to like get through it. I worked like hard to end up going to school, but it was like I just couldn't unless I was really into something.
Yeah.
Not for me. And I figure probably
Same
most
thing.
people are like a lot of people, if you don't like something, you're not gonna do it. But for me, it's I couldn't even get the energy.
No.
Like I'd pull out a Game Boy in class, sit in the back and just play. And then I'd be like, all right, next, like math will be okay. But like history, don't care for whatever.
I was good. I was terrible at math. I was okay at science and stuff like that. But I just like math. I was just like, nope.
I was the
checked
opposite,
out. I was so bad.
But see, I was good at math until I started introducing lines. So remember, like, okay, we got to calculate this graph.
Yeah.
You know, like when they started introducing
I'm
like,
trying
graphs.
As soon as they drew a line on the paper, I was out.
No, you know, like graphs. The lines.
Oh yeah, graphs. Well, graphs.
There's
are
like
tough.
cosine, sine.
Oh,
Like,
no one
Who needs graphs?
That was really funny.
I thought you guys would have got that one.
Who needs?
I was trying to think like, what do you mean by lines? Like long division? Like I didn't really understand the
division,
line over the thing.
As soon as I was like, hey, what's the when am I ever gonna need to calculate?
Well, if you're an engineer like your brother, who
okay, so-
you're in the construction business, I would venture to guess a graph is important.
Yeah, but like,
Is it? How's this building even standing up right now? I wouldn't have needed a graph to put it up.
like,
But
I was
would
at
have?
long
I
division.
would've.
I get it.
Probably would have.
I was the opposite. I was good at math is my like strong, probably my strongest subject. I used math and history before as my examples. Those were like my two favorite subjects.
Yeah.
Terrible examples. Science was by far my worst.
Really?
But why I was bringing that up and I wanted to ask, did you think that once you got like found music, but once you started getting into it and you found that, wow, this is the kind of energy that I need, it like settled you down? Or were you equally as like hyper, but just it was focused hyperness?
I think it's just focused.
Yeah?
Yeah. And sometimes not focused. Honestly, yeah. I just am obsessed with music. Everything I do has something to do with music, for real. I love it so much. So I'll get distracted, but then I'm just the same and want to go back to, I don't know, writing
Yeah.
or working on something or.
So even in your free time, like it'll be something that has either is or adjacent in some way to music. Like it's all.
I'm obsessed with watching interviews these days. So
yeah?
I'll
Really?
watch every musician interview I can possibly consume.
What's one of the best you think you've seen? Was
And also why?
I don't know why.
Well, like what fires you up about the interview?
Rick, why do people
watch
Nate?
So he's basically saying he watches people interview artists.
Yeah.
Right now we are on a podcast
No, but
interviewing
like-
an artist. Why would people watch this? Because
like,
we're
Read
awesome.
the room, dude.
Rick doesn't was checked out at Lines. Doesn't know why people would watch an
I
artist
know what you're
interview.
saying. I know what you're
no,
saying.
but it's just like he's like this all like you're really hooked on it. All you're watching is like every artist
in
interview.
spare time. If I'm
Maybe
not,
it's
like,
maybe
writing
the
or-
artists you admire that you
Yeah.
want to be like or that inspire you, but like if
I
you're
just
just
think-
watching interviews to watch interviews, like why? Like what's
Maybe
it's like the creative process on everybody? I have no idea.
Yeah, and also the interviewer. I'm very interested with I really love Howard Stern.
okay?
And I think he's the greatest interviewer ever. So I watch his interviews and see I don't know. I would love to be good at interviews one day, and it scares me.
We're
That's-
205
that's a part-
episodes in and we're still not good, so it's
It's
okay.
tough. So I don't know. I just like it, and he has insane. I just watched Bruce Springsteen on there. I thought that was cool. He talks about everything because they're on there for an hour and a half. I think he was on for 2 hours. Do I have a snot?
No, you're good. You're good. No.
I thought I had a snot.
Honestly, Nate, man, you're
No,
the
you know
best.
what's crazy
You're
how-
one of the
I just
funny.
felt something. I looked.
We've
around.
only been-
I thought, I better ask him.
with you.
I'm gonna ask him now.
It's
you know
one of
what's
the
crazy?
funny. It's within 10 minutes. It's one of the funniest episodes already today.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
You know what's crazy?
I'm
Howard
being
Stern
dead serious. This is a lot of fun.
Howard Stern hasn't been canceled. You know what I mean? Like out of all the stuff he's done, and he's
He's always
it's
pushed
not-
it.
Yeah, and it's like he's brought all sides of the spectrum on his show too.
Yeah.
And it's actually crazy because he's been doing it forever. He's made XM
He's
radio.
probably the original, not a podcaster, but the interviewer that was the kind of person like a podcaster would say what they want on their platform.
Yeah.
It's
he made XM radio.
I think he used to be a bit crazier. He just pushed it because he was on on terrestrial radio. He was just they were giving him rules, and he was like, I could make it so much better. That's when he did all that crazy stuff with a bunch of stuff.
I know you're
Anyway.
talking.
I don't,
but
we
you're
don't
putting
need
down.
to get into it, but he's really calm now, and I just think he asks questions that no one else would ask, and he has people you would think would never answer a question he's asking.
He gets them to
it
open up.
it's a conversation, and those are the best interviewers. You guys are great at that.
Thank you.
It seems. I don't know.
Hey, Howard Stern, we're coming for you, buddy.
Yeah.
It's also we're lucky because we have both of us. There's some days I'm not having a good day, George's not having a good day, but there's two of us so you can pick up off each other's energy.
You
There's
guys are
some
just
days where it's like-
firing hot right now.
There's
both
some
of you.
days I look at George and I'm
Strong
like, George,
day.
you better find yourself on this story because I got no idea where this is going.
Listen,
Bring it back
it's-
around sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, I ramble.
And I do the same
I
thing, too. Oh, yeah.
ramble. Oh, if I'm rambling during this, you can just.
Yeah, you're the guest, so you can do whatever you want.
Trust me, there's
Cut it
no
off.
way you can ramble worse than I can. We sat down. If you want to see what adult ADD is like watch one of our episodes where it's just me and Ricky and I talk myself into another dimension where I forget what I started with and I don't know how to bring it back, and I could see Rick knowing I lost it and he's like,
I'm gonna jump in here.
and I'm like, wait,
jump in.
okay, I got it back, but it's terrible because it's like trying to figure it out as I'm going.
you
I
notice-
ramble pretty bad.
Yeah.
But
It's okay.
also I also don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
as long as I don't say anything stupid over the line and it's not I'm rambling while we have an awesome guest here, I don't care if Ricky listens to me. That's why it's 14 years,
Still
baby.
a nice fella. You just keep going.
Have you seen the episode from The Office where Michael Scott's like, sometimes I start saying a sentence and as I'm saying the sentence, I don't quite know where it's gonna go, but I hope I'm gonna find the end of it.
Yeah.
That's sometimes how we
me.
get on this.
Yeah.
More or less, more often than not, I do that.
I imagine it'd be tough because you guys do a lot of these,
I know.
and
This is
you're
206.
going for however long we talk
Yeah.
for.
2 years we've been doing this. Most episodes are kind of an hour. Some go to an hour and a half. The odd time where we're on a Saturday and it's a buddy and we have some drinks. It might go 3 and it might be a bunch of nonsense. The weird thing is when you do this. I mean, it gets a bit easier because when we started this, I remember Ricky would say, "Oh, I hate listening to myself and after listening to them back."
Yep.
I used to post vlogs on YouTube, so I didn't mind that aspect, but I would listen to myself and I would say a lot of and I'm like, oh, I sound so stupid. And then as it went on and on, we both just realized we thought, who cares? Everybody has something that they're worried about or they think about.
Yeah.
It's like, just once you put it out there,
It's fine. It's done.
and everyone's worried about
I
their own
used to do
shit.
the same thing, and I wanted to be a musician, and so
Yeah.
I'd record, and I'd be like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
That is horrible. And that was a really tough thing to get over. And you're right. That's like a massive step. Is just like, well, I did that thing,
Yeah.
and it's out there, and no one even sees remotely what you're seeing.
Everyone's their own worst critic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when we used to, again, or whatever, I'd be like, hey, why did I say that so much? And I listened to it. And then you'll be like, Mom, like I'll ask Mom, did you notice anything about that episode? She'd be like, yeah, your shoes were kind of dirty. Or
Yeah.
you couldn't iron your shirt. I was like, anything else about the audio?
Yeah.
Like, did you listen to the
No,
audio? She's
no.
like, okay, I'll listen to the audio. How was it? It was a little long. You know, you guys went 2 hours this episode. I was like,
You dragged
nothing else?
and dragged.
She goes,
People don't- yeah, they
yeah, that's it. No. It's
Yeah,
good.
they
The
don't
things
care.
that you worry about, people don't. I would guess it's like that, like for you, right? You get worried maybe about putting out a song. What are we going to think? And you know, if it's a hit, as you'd probably want all your songs to be terrific. Even if it's a hit, you can have some critics. But at the end of the day, those people have so much going on in their lives. They might go on one day because they're pissed off and say,
Yeah.
"This song sucks."
Yeah.
That person does not remember what they like. You know what I mean? They're not out there to get you.
No.
I think that's what we learned with this. I'm assuming it goes both ways, like you know, in your end. But
Yeah.
once you kind of get going on this, it's you
Just
don't
got to let it go.
You let it go.
Well, when did you kind of realize that you were going to start doing this as more than a hobby or more than just a passion project? Like, when did you realize, okay, maybe I've got something I'm going to...
I think, I'm trying to think. I guess it was well, you know, it comes to that point in high school when you're like, okay, what universities are we going to tour? And I was like, Mom and
Dad University.
yeah, I was like, listen, I want you to give me a year, because that's what I said. And they've always been so supportive. But I was like, give me a year. And if I can't, like, pay rent, and mind you, it was like my dad created a rent that I would have to pay, you know, at their house.
Just an imaginary number, basically.
Yes, but it was
had to
good
hit it.
motivation. Yeah, if I couldn't pay that in a year, like consistently, I would go to school or I would do something else. And that was 13 years ago now, and it worked out. But there were very slow times where I had saved enough money up, and then I bought this really small little house in Waterloo, where I'm from, and I flipped it because my dad always taught me how to renovate stuff, and we built a cottage together when I was I think we started when I was 12.
Come on.
So I did that in between tours with Kira at one point, and just anything to keep, because I was so obsessed with music, anything to keep that going I was determined.
Good for
So,
you, man.
Yeah, that to answer your
Man,
question.
I love it.
Kind of like end of high school, I'm either doing it or
No, but again, you did it. You made the right choice. Like, you followed your dreams and your passions, and you did other things and did what you had to do so you can continue supporting and doing what you love doing, right? 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, we had a recruiter on a long time ago, and one of the big things she stands for was you don't necessarily need to love what you do. And we kind of, George has a stance.
It's a very contrarian opinion. Like
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
people say, your whole life, find something you love, and you'll never work a day in your life.
And
Yeah.
she kind of has the other mentality. But again, the main thing is you have to do what makes you happy. So I'm sure sometimes you were doing the rentals on your house, you're like, I don't love this, but I get to play music full time for a living.
Yeah. It was
makes
all
it
for
worth
the
it.
greater goal of
Yeah.
something I wanted to do. And there's days with music that there's certain things that make me uncomfortable or that are difficult, and stuff I didn't even know I would have to do as a musician or an artist, you know? You okay? Yeah. There's
Like a nice
coughing.
guy, eh, Daddy?
I didn't know if it was who was coughing. It's not COVID though.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was saying, but anyway, there's days with music too where it's you don't love every part of it, all the time, but I do love being a musician. So whatever it is to keep that going, I didn't even look at it as a plan B or another job that I was doing. It was just something I was doing to make the music thing happen for a while.
Good for you, man. That's hard to do. It's very hard to, very hard in general to just be so hyper focused on one thing that you block out, block out the distractions, or do, and not only that, but focus all your energies of putting back, reinvesting in yourself and what you want to do. That's,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm generalizing, but it feels like that is all not a lost art, but maybe, it feels like more now. There's so many options. You don't, maybe your music career is kind of you're not going the way you wanted to. Okay, do I pivot and do something else? Do I go and be a producer? Do I start a podcast, something that at least keeps a mic in my hand? You kind of compromise with yourself. I feel like a lot of people do that. Hell, we, with our startup, we kind of did that. We didn't go, burn the ships, go all in and put every dime back in. You always kind of have your eye on the next door. What if this fails? honestly, I guess what I'm getting is good for you for just.
Thank you.
And it's very cool.
rare that
It's
people do
rare,
it.
yeah.
Thank you. I think there's some level of stupidity, honestly.
You gotta be a little
bit,
crazy, you know?
Because I'm like, yeah, my dad, even talking to my parents now, and it's still, it's a work in progress. It's not like I've figured everything out or anything. It's still very new, and I'm trying to get it going. But I think, I don't know that there's any turning back on the music thing now. I'm just going to keep going.
At the same time, imagine if you didn't do this. Imagine you just, like, this is a random story, but I had a friend that she became an automotive engineer. And I asked, like, what the fuck? Who wants to be an automotive engineer? She's like, I picked it out of a hat. I was like, shut up, actually. She's like, yeah, my parents wanted me to go to university.
No
so
way.
I put it in a hat, and I picked it out of a hat. And I said, and what do you do now? She goes, no, now I just, I work 2 jobs so I could travel. I'm like, so what about the automotive engineering? She goes, yeah, no. Don't want to do it. I love traveling.
Didn't even like cars.
Yeah, I want to just do whatever I can.
Didn't know how to start a car.
I think the thing was, like, you essentially almost, like, I don't want to say wasted, because, like, education is never a waste technically, but in someone's passion and following their passion, like, yeah, that's kind of a fucking waste. Like,
Yeah. I know a lot of people that got, I don't know, forced is the right word, but kind of pushed into doing certain things in university and don't do it. Either they don't do anything related to what they did in university, or they don't like what they're doing, and they're just kind of like, oh, well, they're living for the weekend, I guess. Yeah.
Which
is cool if you're into it. But,
teach their own, right?
Yeah,
teach their own. We can't criticize for people for doing whatever they want, but again, we're on the same page. It's not about living for the weekend and you got to work Monday to Friday so you can enjoy Saturday, Sunday, because fuck, that's a tough life, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're just living for 2 days a week and you're grinding it out 5 days. Like, find things that you love doing, even if you don't necessarily love your job. Find things within your job that you love doing. But that's kind of off topic.
No, but I'm like, why I brought that point up too is like, I think I'm similar. I'm not as, I guess, focused, which is why I like commend you for it. Is because it is a hard skill to have. It's like block everything out and be so focused on it. But I do have something like myself that I always gravitated towards. Like, I wasn't the best in school. I was hyper as shit, all these things. But the one thing that always kind of calmed me down and like was my focus was, for lack of a better term, like enterprising or on entrepreneurial endeavors, just like things that relate to business, building companies, stuff like that. It didn't matter if it's, a publicly traded company or some guy selling knickknacks in the street. I always found it cool for somebody running a business or operating a business. I love reading about it. Like, I follow, all that whole world. And it's just always something that I could be having the worst day ever. And if I get on my couch and I open, whether it's the Wall Street Journal or I get on, do some work for my own projects I'm working on, it like really focuses me. But that one thing, again, that I think is rare is that, again, being able to block everything out just is getting into it. And man,
that's cool. I don't read stuff like that, but that's cool. I should read more.
I'm with you.
No. I'm just like,
huh? Which I
it's just my hobby. Like, for me, I find it's like I've kind of found my thing in life where I just enjoy, like, again, work's not the right thing, but because I get to operate our family business and run it, like, all that stuff to me is just super exciting. Yeah. The most boring thing in the world, but like, if I have to sit down and do.
Oh, we're losing a heart.
No, we're good. It's hanging on. It's hanging on by a lamp.
Dude. Yeah. But I kind of knew that, like, I guess where I was going with the stories. I knew that, I think, at an early age. I always looked up to my dad because he never forced me to do anything. Yeah. He the only thing he said to me was, I think you should get a university degree, because he knew I wanted to come work for him and work with him and hopefully take over the family business one day.
Right.
And he said, if you're going to do that, that's fine. You should go to university in case something ever happens, because it's not guaranteed. So at least you can get a job. And you should also go work somewhere else before you come work for me to see what the real world is like, and not that he's going to spoon feed me, because I can promise you my dad's fired me more than anybody I've ever worked for. But
he's rehired him. George
a lovely
guy. I love him.
He's taking my lumps.
Can't say mad at him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the same kind of thing. Like, he never really forced me into it. I think that's also what made me enjoy it more. Like, my parents were like, do whatever you want to do. You want to, be a professional jump roper, be a professional jump roper. Like, do whatever you want.
That's a thing?
I was just thinking the same thing.
God, I'm really good at jumping rope. Surprisingly good.
Come on.
No, I'm not even joking. That's not a joke. I do it in my back alleyway.
Come on. Are you, wait.
You know what? This is what they do at homeschool.
We have a punching bag. Yeah. Just tire them out. Yeah. Let them jump rope.
Well, I really say I'm good. I'm actually pretty. I'm actually pretty good at skipping rope, because I used to box recreation. I still kind of do.
You are?
Things, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Not like an
really similar.
Yeah.
Really similar.
Come on.
Right down to the jump rope, baby. Come on with me.
Should we? We'll do on your next tour. I'll be the opening act. I'll jump rope from stage.
I love it.
While hosting an interview.
And
There
you'll
are
count
professional
every
jump
really
ropers.
loud. 1, 2, 3. I think
Get the crowd amped up.
There are professional jump ropers out
All
there,
right.
and there's world
Oh.
champions.
Is there tandem
We're not
teams?
downplaying that.
I don't
Just to
know,
be
but
clear.
Adrian cannot pronounce.
Oh, you're
his last
googs in it
name.
right now?
Yeah, it's a world
That's her
champion.
job over here.
Really? She's sharp as a tack.
Today's a good day
Sometimes.
for her, I guess. Today's a good day for her, I guess.
She's fired up by the interview.
Oh,
When it's
trouble in paradise in here, you guys. She's not on the googs.
when it's just Ricky and I recording, she's zoned out on her phone on TikTok, probably not paying attention.
Doing work.
She actually
Yeah.
does
Work.
She actually
Smart.
does come here and work to earn her CPA, which is crazy. Like
my
she comes here and
gosh.
supports us.
Look at you.
Mind you, but Danny, we spend enough time here, so now this is nice because now me and Danny get to drink more while we're recording, and then we go out.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, this is nice.
Speaking of which, you mind if I get another
Buddy,
look
yeah,
at that?
top in there.
Drink the whole
Nice.
bottle.
Is that okay?
Yeah, you do you. I wanted to ask on a side note. Do you watch Tiny Desk concerts?
Yeah.
Do you like them? That's okay.
Yeah.
I during COVID I got super into it. So I'm a big. You know, you say the same thing. You love everything music. I'm the same. I literally love music, except I have zero musical talents. Like I can't even play the fucking
can find
recorder.
something for
No,
you.
trust me, there's nothing.
He could not play the tambourine if he
I
had to.
literally I'm.
Yeah.
I
okay.
just I
That's
have
not the
no
easiest.
no
I was a
tone.
percussionist growing up, so I got a
I
little
have,
bit.
I have nothing, zero musical skill. It's just so bad. But I just love everything about going to a concert, the energy, the environment. I went to Luke Combs the other day.
I wanted to go.
Oh,
I wanted to go bad.
That's
What night
just
did you go?
talent. I went Tuesday. When he
Tuesday.
did the double encore.
I
Haven't
about
seen
that.
a double encore in a long time.
Did he kick the beer?
Yeah, kicked the
Yeah.
beer.
God, he's cool.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? He's just fucking cool.
He's so cool.
So I didn't know who he was.
He does
until,
whatever he wants up there.
I didn't know who he was until about 2 weeks ago, and then
If I'm being honest, I didn't know who he was till a week ago when Ricky told me.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm ashamed
Yeah.
of myself.
You didn't go, though?
No, I didn't go.
I went with someone who was like a massive Luke Combs fan, and she knew every word to every song except one. And just like she, like the energy in there, like I was just like, I'm so genuinely happy, even though I don't know half the songs.
Right.
Just watching people sing along and have the best moments of their lives, like that, you just love it. You just can't be. I was smiling the whole concert, and I don't even know half the words. I don't even know any of the words.
Yeah.
Basically,
That's
I know,
a
like,
good, I
3
feel like
songs.
that's a good entertainer
fuck,
if someone
man,
can
just-
do that in a room.
It's someone that can make people feel something. Whether
Yeah.
it's again, some artists are really sad songs. Like fuck, Luke Combs had some sad songs too. But
yeah.
even I'm listening to the sad songs about like breakup and like heartbreak, and I'm still smiling because I'm watching everyone else know all the words and like
Yeah.
fucking almost cry.
In an arena, it's crazy.
Yeah, wild,
Yeah.
wild. Just
that's cool.
Concerts are one of the, in my opinion, one of the most fun things to do.
Oh yeah, I've been to so many concerts. Like I got to play the Danforth recently,
Oh, definitely nice.
literally last week, and I've seen so many shows there, and it's mind blowing that I got to do that. And anyway, regardless if I'm on stage or watching, it's the same type of feeling. It's like it's a little bit of a rush. And I grew up doing extreme sports, so like that
Jump and rope.
Yeah, jumping.
It's
rope.
extreme.
It's extreme. You seen it? No, I wasn't jumping. Well, I was jumping rope, I suppose, but I
Yeah.
was doing like snowboarding stuff. And that's honestly, I think there's a little
We're
bit of
like
a
the same,
relationship
man.
between
Snowboarder. But I'm terrible.
yeah, me too.
I
Well,
go off
I'm
the
probably
jumps, I
not
clear
good.
this high, and I think I'm 12 feet up.
Oh yeah,
You know?
you see that?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
My mom's sitting in the corner taking a picture. She's like, "You're doing great." This is like last year, like
Yeah.
not like when I was a kid.
His mom learned how to Photoshop to make him a little bit.
Oh
more
yeah,
air.
yeah. I forget what I was talking about, but
Extreme sports,
anyway, I do
concert.
extreme sports.
Concerts, feeling.
Oh yeah, just the energy thing.
Yeah.
If someone can do that, great.
What's I guess what's your favorite show you've ever played? Or, like, a
Play?
show that really memorable for you.
Played and attended.
Oh, okay. So played, honestly, I'm not just saying this because it was recent. That Danforth show was pretty insane. I got to, it was a Tennille Towns tour, and I was opening for her, and it was just like, we had a show in Waterloo, which was amazing. That was like my hometown show, but this is also my like second hometown show, if you want to call it that. So I had a lot of friends, and I had a lot of people out that, I don't know, it just like had an energy in the room that I was obsessed with. So that was a pretty good one. And then as far as something I've seen, I mean, I saw Biebs at the Rogers Center one time. He was so cool. Were you there?
I've been to almost every concert he's been to in Toronto.
I was trying to go to the one, the last one he was supposed to have, and then he
In
canceled
June?
it. Yeah.
We didn't go to that one. We went to March, but Ricky hated it.
Look,
I'm a fan of the Biebs.
You didn't like the Biebs?
I'm a big fan of Biebs. Like I love Bieber's
songs
songs.
are catchy
I love his
as-
music.
I'm sorry
I've
to
seen
run
him-
this right into a wall.
I've seen him 4 times
Oh,
now, and
great.
every time I've seen him, I've left feeling disappointed. I didn't feel that he gave the energy that
You
was
wanted
given to
Baby
him.
off the top.
No,
And then
his set list is good. And
into
again,
one time.
even if you could just play the radio. If you play his songs for 90 minutes, you're having a good time because his music is just bangers. Like you get every emotion in his
Yeah.
songs, right? But I felt like him as a performer, I didn't feel that he gave the energy to the fans that they
Wow.
gave back. And when again, tickets aren't cheap for Bieber. Like they're like lower bowl, probably $300, $400, $500.
No, very,
And
very expensive.
You see these people and like he's just almost there going through the motion. And if it wasn't a hometown show, I'd be a little bit more forgiving. Or I wouldn't expect as much.
Yeah.
But like he's always like, I love Toronto this, blah, blah. Like you see Drake in Toronto.
Yep.
And Drake in Toronto is better than Drake anywhere else. You that's what you hear, right? Or Jay-Z in New York, Kanye in Chicago. Like people that like their hometown shows, you feel that you're getting a lot more. Like I think, was it Kanye and Jay-Z that did I can't say the word, but in Paris, they performed like 9 times.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I was like, I can't say that.
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, so they played it like 9 times in Chicago because that's Kanye's hometown. He just fucking loves the song.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
we're gonna run it one more time for you. Biebs, I just don't feel that he gives it to the crowd. I'm
I
like,
think
man,
it was
it's a
his
shame.
worst show though here.
Really?
Given from all his shows in the past, all the songs were great, but his actual performance, because we saw how many shows this summer at Scotiabank Arena, and usually he's my favorite, and that
Yeah.
probably was my least favorite.
That was my least favorite concert of the year.
Harry
No
Styles
question.
was 10 times better, and so was Dua Lipa.
Harry Styles, for example, same kind of music, crowd, energy.
Yeah.
Harry Styles, 10 out of 10 concert.
I saw let's bring him in. Bieber, is he here?
All right, he comes to the door.
dude. And he just punches you in the face.
You know the best part is last episode George is going off on The Rock. Today I'm going off on Bieber. Fuck.
I was talking shit about The Rock last episode.
We're talking shit about the 2 biggest artists
That's
in the
a
world.
scary person to talk about.
Yeah,
So,
I can take Bieber.
I'll
You
keep
can't
it
take The
short.
Rock.
I'll keep it short. Do you see these mitts? In the
Oh, well,
ring?
Bieber could be scrappy. We don't know.
I'm 1-0 in the boxing ring. 1-0, 1 knockout, second round, retired.
Really?
So technically, I'm undefeated. It's a sanctioned fight. So The Rock, bring it, brother.
Oh,
we got a
nice.
seat for you right here. No.
Oh, I would love to do it. Oh, I would love to see that.
You
I
know
would-
what?
guys are in the same weight class,
You
that's
know
all
what?
right.
A lot of people, my friends included, would love to see The Rock knock me out.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to see me get knocked out.
Oh.
Period.
I don't.
Not in a bad
I don't
way.
know if I'd like that.
No.
I'd love for him to beat the shit out of you. I'm just joking.
No, I'm kidding.
George, honestly, watching you knock that guy out in your charity box, even this is charity
I
boxing.
have it on my phone right
When
now.
was this recently?
So,
I thought
3
this-
years ago.
So wait, before I tell you the boxing thing, just to back up with The Rock, we had an episode and we were talking about something about celebrities maybe, and for me,
We're talking about movies and actors.
movies. Yeah, one thing I always thought The Rock was cool, but lately as he's gotten bigger and he started posting his big meals and doing his interviews, he comes across as disingenuous. It doesn't come across as like his laugh. You can listen to him laugh when he's doing like his talking head,
Yeah.
and it's very fake. And I discovered this recently because I'm watching a YouTube short and I heard him, like Kevin Hart, make a joke and he laughed and it sounded like a laugh. Like it sounded like somebody who's caught off guard by a joke, as we have been this whole episode. And you could tell people are laughing for real. And it sounded the opposite of what he's always done. So we're talking about this in the show and I'm saying that I think he's not genuine. Danny gets on the Goog and finds out that The Rock in September came out and said that one of his biggest things that he's trying to get better at is that he's not as genuine in person. Now, I haven't had social media since September, so I deduced all this from like past experience. Sure enough, he admitted it. If so facto, I'm right about The Rock, and I could knock him out.
So carry the one, and you,
Danny,
yeah.
Danny, this is the clip. We need this clip, eh? George.
That
is
was
gonna
way
knock
more
out-
articulate than I've
George,
ever.
incredible.
George is gonna knock out The Rock.
Nice.
Here we go. And you know what the best part is? Vegas odds are gonna be like 20,000 to 1.
You're gonna
hit
win.
it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna hit it.
Yeah, oh yeah, we will.
We got money on George.
Studio's
and we'll-
back.
yeah.
Studio's
Studio's
back.
back.
You're gonna buy as many jump ropes as you want.
I'm in.
Let's go.
I'm in.
Yeah, but
We're all doing great after that.
I did knock a guy out at a charity
I
boxing.
can't
match.
believe that.
Yeah, it was for
3 years
we,
ago.
we went fucking nuts.
3 years
Yeah, I
ago.
bet.
Like if you feel bad, like this is
Who
charity
was
boxing.
the other person?
So it's called the event's called Fight to End
Dwayne
Cancer.
Johnson.
Oh.
So it's for
Yeah.
cancer research, and it's happened for 10 years or 11 years. The gym that hosts it is in Etobicoke called Kingsway. Great gym. Shout out to Kingsway. And I was training there recreationally for a while. I'm a big boxing fan, and they do this event. And then one day they said, would you ever want to try out? I said, yeah, why not? So I put my name in. I got maxed up with a guy who was honestly more athletically built than me, a little taller than me, so we had like physical advantages. But I had the experience of training. They put us as the main event. So there's 5 fights. We all trained over a 7-month period in this gym. We never sparred with each other, but
7 months?
Yeah, so I had to cut down. I was like 2 something when I started. I had to get down to 180. Did not make it there. We kind of met in the middle. I kind of compromised that weight.
That's good. That's still good.
Kept the size advantage.
Nice.
Smart. Some play chess. Some play checkers. To figure which one I am. Anyways, so we get in this ring. I'll spare all the details, but we get in the ring, and as we're getting ready, my coach, who's the owner of the gym, puts on mouth guard and goes, "Please, just like don't knock him out. Like just let this fight go 3 rounds." And we're wearing headgear, so it's a little harder to knock someone out. This guy comes at me like a bull in a china shop, like just rushing at me, closing the distance. In my head, I'm like, "You're taller. You're like you have a reach advantage. This is stupid. I have weight, so I can hit you really hard if you're close to me." The fight goes on. I almost get him in the first round, and I'm like, I get back to the corner. He's like, "Please, just don't knock him out. Like, you can knock him out, just don't knock him out." I'm like, "All right, well, like if he comes at me, and no promises." And 10 seconds
I'm gonna hit him in the temple.
10 seconds in, he comes at me, and I hit him with a right hook right on the button. Like,
No.
I was like blocking, and I hit him, and he dropped head first. But I didn't see it because I swung and I ducked, and I looked back, and he was down. And you would think that
I was
it
too busy celebrating.
I didn't even celebrate because it happened, and I'm not a fighter.
Am I
Never
on your
have
court?
been.
Sorry, buddy.
So I was like terrified. I'm like, this guy just hit this, like went face first down, out cold. And the whole place, I sold like the most tables there. I had best friends, family, customers. Like I had the room packed. Everyone gets up and goes nuts. And it's kind of
we jumped in selling
tell you the
so
fan
hard.
perspective, yeah.
So like as soon as we saw the guy drop, we get up like we're at like a fucking Mayweather fighter, and like Mayweather's our boy, just dropped it like De La Hoya or someone. So like we're up, we're celebrating. My mom's like, sit down, Ricky. He's not okay. Goes, yo, that's George. Fucking knock him out. You killed him, bro. And then I'm like, oh fuck, this guy's hurt. Shit. Okay,
no,
he
was actually messed up.
No, he was fine. No, he was
concussed.
fine.
So
Concussions
everyone
are so regular these days.
Well, he shouldn't have gotten the ring if he can't handle it.
So it's funny you say that. The whole room kind of got, like, I even had colleagues there. The whole room got quiet. Everyone kind of sat down. But there was one guy still standing. My cousin, shout out to my cousin George, shares the same name as me. One of my best friends.
Gosh.
He's like, arguably, him and Ricky are arguably the biggest like hype men to, like, there's me, all our friends. They're always like, doesn't matter what you do, they'll cheer you on.
Right.
Even Rick was like, yeah, this is kind of not the time and place. My cousin stands up and is like going nuts. And they're like, George, sit down. He goes, fuck that. He knew the risks. And yells it in the room. It's like a pin. You can hear a pin drop.
Oh,
and like everyone starts,
gosh.
they kind of like try not to laugh. And anyways.
It's a good line.
So I guess what I'm getting at is The Rock.
We should do that.
Step
on
up
this,
to
on
brother.
that note, the hype man part. Our buddy just had sex for the first time in a few years. Nice. We literally got him balloons. That's it.
In here?
No, he didn't have it in here. But
too
it was his
bad.
birthday recently.
Not on here. Is that what this is?
No,
What is
no,
this?
No, maybe. No, I'm kidding. We got no guys.
Something, guys. Can we get a? How do we?
We got balloons and we hung him up for his pre-drink here that just said "I had sex."
Wow.
Celebration balloons.
Well, he was in a bit of a drought.
That's too bad.
You see the dam in Vegas? You ever see the pictures online?
But
I'm an idiot. Let me,
okay.
Danny, pull up a picture of the dam in Vegas where the water line has come down from the drought. Worse than that. Worse than that.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like bodies are being uncovered from the old Vegas mob kills. That's how low it's gone.
But he's had sex now, just to confirm.
Yeah, so it's slowly filling
Super
back
cool.
up. The rain has
Super cool.
fallen. Yeah.
Super cool. Oh, he's googs in
You
it.
know what I'm talking about, Rick? You know what I'm talking about.
find the picture.
Yeah. Anyways. So
Wow.
yeah, that's a little story about how we.
I love it.
I
don't know if I've been in a fight.
yeah.
Oh, no,
I've been in fights growing up, but I would get beat up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was a kid who would get like beat up in high school. I was like, "Whoa, no."
Really?
I was like, was a talker, more not a fighter. Like I could use my words pretty well, and that would not go over well on the playground because then kids are bigger and they're like, "Well, cool with your words. Here's a swift kick to the head."
But it was all just building you up for this one moment.
Oh yeah,
at the charity.
I bet now they're like, yeah, this guy, I will not mess with him.
You channeled all that anger.
Nate was getting fights in at school, brother and sister, just
Yeah.
three-way ring.
Me and my
like,
brother.
rope match.
Yeah, my brother would my sister would put towels as like sumo wrestling things on us, at me and my brother, and she would just go, "Okay, fight," and we would just go freaking nuts.
Who's the
man.
what's the age or like the?
I'm pretty.
Who's the oldest, middle?
I'm 4 years younger than my brother, and
So when you
and
guys were
she's
kids, he
6
fucked you up.
Oh, he used to beat the shit out.
4
of me.
years when you're kids is just like.
I'm kind of glad he did. Push me, get me, toughen me up a
But you're in
little
the
bit.
next charity fight.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm not against him. No thanks. No thanks.
take it
I don't
back,
need.
don't
I'm
worry.
not trying to get knocked out of here at a charity event. I want a glass of wine. I love an open bar.
Oh, there was it? It was.
Oh, yeah, open bar, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I keep
Yeah,
ruining
yeah.
your little course.
Oh, that's
Don't
okay,
worry.
man. We're fine.
So, and your sister's the oldest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in the same kind of makeup. My
She's so
family.
nice.
Sister and a brother too.
Really?
Yeah, I'm the oldest though.
Oh, I'm the
So
youngest.
I was
Yeah,
the
I'm
one-
a little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we differ. I was the one that used to beat on my brother.
Right.
Yeah.
What's your brother's name?
Giannis.
Giannis. He's not here, is he?
No.
Oh,
Hey, Giannis, come on out. Come on out.
We got
Giannis.
Beebs and Giannis in the closet
There's
there.
been a lot of good callback jokes this episode.
Oh yeah,
eh?
he gets it.
Yeah.
I'm trying my hardest
You
out
want? Hey, like I know you're hyper focused on music, but if that we hope it works out.
Yeah,
But if it
thank-
doesn't,
thank you so much.
You want to have a seat on this couch regularly? I mean, like,
Anytime. It looks like we're going up.
Yeah.
If we sit close, it's
Yeah.
like we're going up a ski lift. Doesn't it? A little bit.
I've heard Danny laugh at jokes.
You know what, Nate's
But
Danny's
yeah,
type of comedy, too.
Danny is dying today.
Danny.
That's why she's so focused. She's like, I can't miss a joke. Fuck
But
the
she's scribbling.
Fuck the CPA course.
Oh, the clips.
Oh, really?
Shit, we're like, Dan, you need to write down the spots when we need to pull clips for social. She's got 'em.
Oh, that's
And like,
nice.
sometimes she'll pull like 2 clips. I'm like, Dan, that episode was so funny. What happened? She's like,
Not sure. I
This
was
one?
ordering Uber.
On Monday, our last episode, I only had 2 clips.
Really?
Today, we're only at 50 minutes in, and I have 13.
Wow. I don't know
And
if
I
that's
could've
good.
done
She's
way
gonna
more.
chop
Very-
things
no,
out,
very good.
probably.
We're gonna splice everything and make you sound like you're talking about you hate music and
Oh,
you
no.
want to fight me and The Rock.
Ooh,
We're gonna
oh.
chop all that together. Fans are gonna love it.
I don't think I'm a good fighter. I really don't.
No.
Just- yeah.
lover more than a fighter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say.
I feel like everybody in the country space is a lover. Like half the songs are about love, beer.
That's what,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna ask.
Oh,
what
beer, yeah.
you yeah.
About
You-
what?
Like you'd think so.
Yeah.
I worked at a venue at the Bridgetown in Nashville.
Yeah.
And the most fights we ever saw were the country concerts.
Really?
Actually,
We
I,
sold out in like alcohol sales, highest of the year.
Okay, so there you
It's not
go.
the correlation.
Heavy metal scary shows were like actually really cheap people.
Yeah.
And the country ones were like,
please, into the microphone,
yeah, you gotta
Carol.
speak into the mic, yeah. No, but
It's going to be about 3 minutes of us going, and you know what? I prompted you, so shame on me. But I saw you like, yeah, anyway.
I feel like country concerts are very like feel good, happy, lovey.
For the most part. You get some stinkers. Oh, man. Well, it
I
depends.
literally almost asked like who.
It
Tell
depends.
us who to
It
avoid.
depends where you go. I think just sometimes people get riled up and they're there with their date or something, and then it's not going the way they would hope. I don't know. Seems like a thing.
Yeah.
No, that was a pretty
Kinda like the
You're painting a
opposite.
picture here, right?
Yeah.
You're painting a picture
Yeah,
here.
it sounds like you did that at Beebs. You're like, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't like
no,
this
no, I
show.
took Danny with me.
Oh, okay.
I almost.
wanna- yeah.
It was a long story, but yeah, I took Danny with me.
We can hear about it later.
No, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What in an ideal world in like year, 2 years, 3 years, like where do you kind of see yourself going? Are you happy being in Canada? Everything's going well. Like does it make sense for you to hop down to the States and do something like something in the works or
Yeah, I mean, I'm really focused on. I kind of live in the moment, which is sometimes good and sometimes bad. But I'm really focused on building the thing here for a while, as much as I possibly can. Focused on this record that's coming out, and I don't know. I would love to go to the States, but I just as many people as I can reach that connect to the music. That's what I'm going for, and that's not like a cop out answer. It's just like that is the goal.
doesn't matter where, you're not going to use it as a crutch. I wasn't in Nashville recording. Like wherever you are, you're going to put your all into it.
And you can do everything from everywhere. Like the last 2 singles, or the next single that's on this record that's coming out, I recorded part from home while my producer was in, Nashville and LA. There's like so many programs, and you can have like look at what you guys are doing, like a mic, something, a little interface. Like you can do a lot from everywhere. So there's really, and people consume music different now. You can just so all I'm focused on is like putting out music that feels actually like me, and then it'll work or it won't. I think
Well, this next single that's coming out, what's it called?
it's called Budweiser. I think I can say that, right? Yeah. It's called Budweiser.
I love how everyone always looks at management like, are we allowed to say this?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
It happens every episode.
episode.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
always double check.
Are we allowed to talk about
Sometimes they'll do it and be like,
Well,
fuck it,
I
we're
didn't-
gonna say it anyways.
I did a radio interview last week, and I didn't know if I was supposed to say November 18th is when it's coming out. And I asked, and she was like, "Oh, maybe keep it vague." So I said it rhymes with Schmoshmember 18th, which basically just ruined everything if I was supposed to keep it. But I did what she asked.
Yeah.
I kept it a little bit vague.
A little bit vague enough, you know.
Can't fire you. It's okay.
Yeah, that's true. Well, she could. Yeah. She is scrappy, and she's got a bit of a temper.
We're gonna have her fight the wrong.
I know, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, if I'm doing something wrong, she just chokeholds me, and puts me to sleep, and then I come to, and we get right back into business.
On the recording side of things, are you? You said you can do it from anywhere and set up. Are you pretty good on the technical side? You
No.
no, okay.
No, I have a few people. I'm really lucky to have great, producers and just people that help out with sound stuff and all sorts of people in my whole camp that help me out. So if I need to get a vocal for something or whatever, I can do it. In most places, I am.
You said that like you're obsessed with like everything music. Obviously, you know just also said that, like you don't. That's if you're not the most well versed in. Is there an aspect of music that you don't touch right now or do that you would love to learn more about or get into? The production, the management side. I mean, like anything else that piques your interest.
No, I'm focused on my thing right now, but I like being, and actually my management and my whole team, Starseed, they let me be involved in everything, which is a really great thing. I think that helps people. I also don't want to get to a point where I just don't know what's going on. I know that if it scales up, which is the goal, it might be tough to do everything, but I think it's good starting out if you know what's going on, like any business, so you can kind of keep a watch and just make sure. I just want to make sure it's all true to me, and that's on all aspects, merch, everything. Like Caroline and me and Guy Austin did these shirts just to make sure they were what we wanted to do.
And it's very on brand.
Thank you. Yes, that was the goal. Even my hats that I normally sell, I'm out of hats right now.
Those are your hats?
Well, these are the ones I started wearing. Found this guy and his wife. They have amazing hats, and I've been looking for a good hat for years before this. And I found these patches, and then I sell my merch as these exact hats with my patches on them now. So I was I want everything to be like stuff I actually like.
That is, I'm a big fan of the hat.
Thank you.
You guys get a mini? Let me know. I'll pick one up. I'll buy one. Let me know where.
No, we'll get you one.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Come on. You guys
yeah.
are too kind. You guys are too kind.
The single Budweiser.
Yeah.
Since we're allowed to talk about it,
Yeah.
let's talk about it.
Going down on Schmoshmember man.
Schmoshmember and 18th.
Well, it'll be out by now.
Oh, right.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, right. The record's
So it's
out.
out. It's out. Let's talk about it.
Oops.
And we're slinging units right now.
What's the idea behind it?
Budweiser is a song we wrote.
It's about liquor.
No, it's not. It's about growing up. It's about literally.
I can't tell if you're serious.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Everyone
yeah.
thinks because it's such a silly title that it's about just like drinking or whatever. Another drinking country
Crush
song.
some buds.
Yeah, crushing some buds. Okay, back to it.
We are very similar. I mean, someone says something, I see a shiny object. I'm like, what
I
was
know.
that?
Yeah.
What's it talking about?
Yeah, it's very hard for me to focus.
Yeah. So
Not
Budweiser.
that I'm not having fun. It's just that's how my brain works. Budweiser wrote on my porch. I live up near Yonge and St. Clair, kind of. And there's a porch that we have back there. And I lived in a house with my music director, Callum, and the Wreck Laws, one of the guy from the Wreck Laws, another country band. And we just wrote it, and we were talking about different things, just about growing up and making mistakes, and we were talking about how you ever put your beers that you stole from your brother in
And you
socks
can't-
so they wouldn't go like that in your backpack? No,
I did not expect
No.
it. I thought you
Oh
were
my
going to say
God.
put them in your. The first thing I thought of is how. I don't know why I thought of this. Like, in prison soaps and sock and like. I thought you were trying to use it. Like, that's where my head. What
is that a thing, dude? I was homeschooled. I know nothing about that.
Oh, I don't know. Like,
I
you
know.
You ever see Step Brothers where he's like, I'm going to put a bar of soap in a sock and
Oh,
beat
yeah,
the shit out-
and hit you with it?
That's what they do, I think, in prison. When you say with a beer can and a sock, I was like, this seems violent.
This is just about being young and growing up.
Trying to smuggle
and,
beer
and
out.
Smuggling
now
beer
I
out.
understand.
Whew, I'm sorry I led you there. That got really dark.
I honestly did.
But yeah, anyway, it's just about kind of thinking back on like my high school career on and just about growing up. It'll make sense if people listen.
As long as they don't listen to what I just said, it'll make a
Yeah,
lot of sense.
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with beating people with a sock and some sort of weight.
I don't know why I thought of that. That makes like
I
I
don't know
don't.
what we always did when we were kids. Like we
Jesus.
fill up the empty vodka bottles with water,
Oh yeah,
and then your parents like put it in the freezer last minute to make it cold, and then everything they come out like, why is my vodka frozen?
what happened?
Or you get like whiskey, you get like flat Coke or something.
Yeah.
a little bit of ginger ale in it.
That's genius.
that's
Also,
I've never-
I do that to this day because I don't want to take my entire bottle of liquor somewhere. So I put it in the little thing and I put it in my old pocket.
You want to know a
Smart.
random story?
Smart.
When I was probably in grade 10, grade 11, we used to put vodka in water bottles to bring to parties, right?
Genius.
So then one day I filled this water bottle. It was like half filled with vodka, and I came home with it. My mom saw it, whatever. She topped it up with water and put it in the fridge. Well, next day I'm going to school, or Monday I go to school. I grab a water bottle from the fridge.
Oh, here
to
we
school,
go.
And I had this Crystal Light.
Pretty lit Monday.
Yeah, I had Crystal Light, right? So I used to put Crystal Light in the drink. And one day at lunch, I take a sip. I like go to chug water. You know, like thirsty at lunch, at grade 10 or whatever. So I chug some. I'm like, it tastes like vodka.
Yeah.
But you know it's not vodka. It's a fucking water bottle from your fridge at home. So I take another sip. I'm like, it's fucking vodka. So I had to look at hey,
I knows a
try this.
Tito's
Like,
when I
does
taste
this taste like
one.
vodka? He tastes it like spits it out everywhere. So later in the day, I get
He's an
home.
alcoholic already, so that's why he didn't spit it out.
I was like, fuck. Okay, you're gonna put a couple shots back. Why not? Have a good happy
Yeah, well,
Tuesday.
yeah.
wait, that was at
Have to.
school?
This was at school, and I remember getting home. I was like, because I brought it home. I'm like, Mom, you know you gave me vodka for school today. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, this water bottle. She's like,
Some kids
Fucking
get
kid.
Lunchables. Rick gets vodka.
Yeah.
vodka with a prosciutto sandwich.
Ooh. That sounds damn good.
Yeah. I actually make a sandwich now.
with a
Big-
water bottle of vodka.
Sandwiches are not broke, dude. I've been eating sandwiches recently. Like a
Same.
classic,
Same.
I'm not.
a
Yeah.
classic sandwich. Really?
I've been getting subs
Yes.
lately. Like I've like,
Oh, me too.
I had
Mr.
Lambos.
Sub, dude. I go standard. I go standard, Mr. Sub.
We're okay.
yeah. Wait. Okay. What's your go-to?
Well, I love a cold cut combo. Come on,
That's my go-to.
it's the best.
Oh, the
It's
best.
got a lot of different meats on there. I'm not even sure what I'm eating. And I
Triangle
get-
one always looks kind of suspicious.
What
but
do you get on it? And I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna
Okay.
say that
Okay.
we're the same. Go,
Lettuce,
go.
tomato, cheese.
Ooh, you lost me at tomato.
Damn. Okay. Let's keep going. Cheese,
Okay.
green olives,
Standard white sub cheese.
Yeah, white always, always.
What are you? Silly?
Yeah, come
Go
on.
ahead. Yep.
And wait, white bread.
Eat.
Yeah, whole wheat. Pfft, stupid.
No. I'm not gonna
Pickles?
save anything there, calorie wise or anything. Yep, pickles. Love them.
Okay, I get up. There's one that I get as a curveball every now and then. Depends if
ahead.
they have and how fresh they look.
Don't you say banana peppers?
No. You're not, I know you're not going to agree with
like
this
it?
one.
No, I hate
this is
banana
gonna throw you off. Mushrooms.
Love mushrooms.
Yes, let's go, baby.
My God, I got bad knees up and down. Oh my God, I'm breaking.
You live
everything.
uptown. Have you been to Belly Busters?
That's my favorite podcast
Yeah, oh,
episode
yeah.
we've ever done.
Belly Busters is the best sandwich.
Isn't there one right here?
right below me?
No, Lambos. I had
Oh,
it on
sorry, yeah,
Sunday.
sorry. You're right,
I had
Lambos.
Lambos on
Wait.
Sunday
Lambos is the best.
with Maz.
Really?
And we
Yeah,
ordered it
Lambos?
in. Best
I
thing
love-
I've ever had.
Yeah.
You got to go to
I should
Lambos.
go- okay.
You have
I will.
to.
There's a place called Grandma Loves You by our
Right
house.
next to me. Yeah.
Really?
I'm
there's-
a Young and Bloor, so I'm near you.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't had it yet.
Thought you looked familiar. Young and Bloor. Maybe on the subway.
Danny, you know what the problem
at the
is?
Subway.
They like generic cold cut combo sandwiches.
So do I.
It's the
I love
bug.
a
When you
good
go to, like-
cold cut
when you
sandwich.
go to, like-
Did that go the way you would have thought? We got 3 of us now. The cold cut clan.
Hey, I got the rock on my
Yeah.
side. No, but like when you go to a place like Lambos, it's not just like you're not just like, oh, give me the cold cut combo.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
We had the classic cold cut, but I would prefer like the Italian. Like I like spicy.
Is that
Which-
the one that's got the spicy
Lambos-
bomb
No, no,
bunny?
no,
We had it at the
the
studio.
spi-
I've had lamb. I know. I'm saying
The
same-
classic from Lambo's does not have spicy, but the Italian version has spicy, isn't it? Which I didn't get.
Yeah, but that's the old. Okay, so that one is really good. A little bit of
Unreal.
spice is good.
Unreal. Wait,
Because they
how
have
is
that, like,
Grandma
it's
Loves
like a
You?
Parmesan.
What do I have?
Garlic
How's
bread.
Grandma Loves You?
Oh, you've never had it?
I've never. I used to work right there. I live right there. It's closed on Sundays. That's when I want sandwiches.
Yeah, sandwich Sundays. But it's incredible. I get the turkey, what is it? The turkey bacon cheese or something like that. You gotta go. And it's such a little.
Honestly, I'm going to Belly Busters for dinner.
Really?
I think I'm gonna pick up a sub now.
Turkey Bacon Club.
Okay, so
We should all get subs from different places later, and then
send
text-
pictures.
Yeah, send
and
pictures.
rate them on a scale of 1 to
Yep.
10.
Yep.
I actually I had to go. I had to go to a meet. Like the cleaning tour, let's call it. I had to go see a building that they want cleaning. So I went in. It's a grocery store. It's one out in Hamilton. It's like I'll say it, Starsky. It's like an Eastern. There's like 3 locations. It's like an Eastern European type grocery store.
Yeah.
I walk in and I'm Greek, so I walked in and it feels kind of like Europe. It's kind of cool, like very European stuff on the shelves and the deli counter. So I'm walking by. I'm like, damn, they got spicy mortadella. I didn't even know they had that.
Yeah.
They got like all these different types of ham. So I was like, all right, got some time to kill around lunch. Let me start getting some cold cuts. I think I left there with 1,000 grams of various meats. I'm not even kidding. Like 300 of this, 300 of that. That I haven't done in a while. I'll get a sub, but I haven't like made sandwich at home.
Yeah.
I got a jar of pickles and some bread. I drove home.
Smart.
Fired up this massive sandwich. Sat there, ate it. Was one of the best sandwiches I ever made.
Yeah,
Went
classic sandwich is good.
Oh, like ham, cheese, some.
Do you know what you really need? You need a slicer, and you need to buy the actual like the leg or the actual piece of meat. Basically, you go to any like
like what they have at the thing.
Yeah, so you can buy small like home style ones.
Make my sandwich for me.
Yeah, my birthday one year, my aunt bought me a leg of prosciutto, and we used to have a slicer. So every
You
morning,
even say it
I was
cool.
just gonna,
You
the way
say
you
it
said
so much cooler than I would.
prosciutto.
This is
Prosciutto.
what you
I
need
say
in your house. You need a
prosciutto.
Yeah, prosciutto.
espresso. No.
Yeah.
Man, it was. I'll still never forget. Every morning, my dad would slice it, and we just take it off the slicer until it was like time to leave. Okay, we actually need the sandwiches now.
You guys had a slicer?
Yeah, we at
Still
my
have
parents' house. We still have it in the basement.
Where the hell is that?
Problem
Wait,
is-
You need the leg of meat.
I'll give you $100 for it, right?
No,
I'm taking that slicer home.
Freshly sliced meat with a like bakery warm bread, because our bakery near our house used to have warm bread at 6 p.m. sharp every day.
Why at
Rustic
night?
because
Loaves for like.
How do you
dinner.
look like you? I would be even more of a balloon than
He
I am
eats
if
more-
I had a cold cut slicer at my house.
when I was a kid,
fresh bread.
I had
I was
prosciutto
just-
sandwiches every single day. For
I'm so
10 years
jealous of
straight.
you.
You'd
Correct.
pivot from a music career to like just like a deli. Like,
Yeah.
just fight. You'd be the
My
best.
title would just be
just
deli.
fire and
Nate's
just
Italian deli.
That
yeah.
would be awesome.
Hey, Nate, you're not Italian.
No more sponsorship.
Yes.
About a whole-
Yeah. My gosh.
We're working on that.
That's good.
We gotta get you a Subway deal or something.
I would love Subway. The only issue with Subway, when you walk in, you leave smelling like Subway.
Yes.
Okay, wait.
Oh,
time,
like that?
That I didn't know.
I love the smell.
You don't like
time out.
that?
Mr. Sub or Subway?
Mr. Sub. Yeah.
What?
In a heartbeat.
They
Yeah.
toast the lettuce.
What? No, they toast. What do you mean?
You know when they
I
toast
never.
the
I don't
whole
toast.
sub?
I
They
don't toast. I don't toast
They
my
toast
sub.
the whole sub.
You don't.
No.
I
No, you have to
sometimes go
toast your
fresh,
sub.
but I like a good.
Yeah?
Oh, I need
just
mine
crisp
toasted.
the top.
Agreed.
Thank you.
You have to toast the sub a bit.
Becca gets hers toasted. I don't get. I don't
Really?
The cheese, everything has to
It's
be a
okay,
bit
don't worry.
toasted.
It's okay. We're good.
at this point.
We're good.
Sorry, I keep breaking stuff.
Keep breaking
It's
it.
fine. It's
So you were toasted to some
100%.
Yeah.
If it offers toasted, like Belly Busters isn't toasted.
You guys ever
They
fucks
put-
with Quiznos?
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
good.
Used
I don't
to
know how
love it.
Quiznos is just going under. Like I feel like every Quiznos is shutting down.
Is it, or are they just
No, two of them near
Yeah.
my place shut down.
In the States, they're still around. You see them. In Canada, they kind of like. There was one at King and DuPont that was there for a long
There's
time.
the one on Young.
Oh,
You know what I used to do? I used to go there and get. I used to really fucks with. I'd get a sandwich and a broccoli cheddar soup there.
Oh my god.
You guys ever put
If
chips
someone
in your
has
subs?
broccoli cheddar,
Yeah,
I'm getting.
I
it.
like a
Guaranteed.
crunch every once in a while.
Miss Vicky's jalapeno.
Yes,
in
right
your
in.
subs.
Have you ever had
Firehouse.
Yeah,
Firehouse
very
subs?
good, very good.
I feel like
Really, really good.
I
they're
feel like
more of a
Firehouse.
specialty.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of those places destroyed Quiznos. Like
Yeah.
Jimmy John's. No, yeah, Jimmy
yeah,
John's. Firehouse. What's like? I guess Lambeau's not really because there's only one.
We don't
location.
have Jimmy John's here though.
We don't.
No, Canada. No, it's American.
Really?
Oh my
And yeah, I've never had it.
It's so good because it's massive. It's
How
like
about-
$10.
If they get there in 5 minutes, if you're in the radius, it's like free.
Really?
What?
So, yeah, I just moved here from Nashville like last year. I lived on Jimmy John's.
Jimmy
Come
John's.
on.
Jimmy
We're
John's.
gonna,
are best.
we're
microphone, Caroline.
I feel like
we
we're
should
Jimmy
do an
John's.
episode quarterly and review sandwiches on the episode.
Unbelievable.
Genius.
Yeah.
And mullets. We're trying to work that into him too.
Yeah, we're trying.
Honestly,
But
that's
this could be an
amazing.
angle.
I've
Wait,
never
did you say
tried this-
mullets?
I've never tried this sub.
I love
place.
that.
Mullet ratings.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Do you know the Boys of '98? I'm sorry. How old are you?
The boys of '98. Oh, do you want my body age or my or my real age? By the way, I recycle that joke. Yeah, People hear that a lot.
I'd say you got us.
I'm 30 with a body age 57.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Actually,
No. I guess they can measure that. No.
Well, you said you got up to high five. You said my knees. I don't know.
I'm still, my old knees. I'm still limber. I'm bendy, but
it's all that jump rope got the knees.
Yeah,
it'll get you.
These boys of 98 are big on mullets. Like they all got mullets, and they do like mullet haircuts for people at campuses.
Oh, are they like a?
They're like a YouTube group, I guess. People. They're not music. They're just YouTubers.
Oh, that's cool.
I've decided when I'm cutting my hair, like I've grown it out.
Yeah, you got a good head.
And I cut it off like last summer.
Hair.
I grew it back, and I said the next time I cut it, I'm going mullet for a short while. Like
this isn't a joke. I can cut hair really well.
Okay.
I would love to come back. We'll zing you up. I got a thing called the Lil Peanut. It's my razor. For real. That's not even a bit.
He's getting married. His fiance would never allow him to get a mullet right now.
Who?
My fiance. I
Your
grew
fiance
my
wouldn't like it?
hair because I cut it off the weekend before I met her, and we knew of each other. And she always said, she goes, actually the first time I saw her, we like bumped into each other on the street. She goes, "Where's your hair?" I was like, "Now this is good enough. Like this is all I'm about."
Yeah.
You know.
She said, yeah.
You know, my eyes are right here, not up here.
And that's when I knew.
Anyways, and she's like, one day she's like, yeah, you got to grow it back. I'm like, okay, I'll grow it back. And obviously being in like COVID and in and out of lockdowns, I'm like, I'll just grow it back out.
Yeah.
And then I brought it back. I'm like, that's nice to have a good full head of lettuce, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
But I do want a mullet. That's kind of my goal.
The mullet's fine. It's just I find that in certain settings,
Let's see it.
it's disgusting right now. It's been under a hat all day. Okay. There is hair up there. A lot of people go, "Oh my gosh, you have hair." But the problem is I had to go to like a really fancy wedding, a couple of them this summer, and you look like an idiot. That's people just don't get it.
Put it in a little bun.
Or if they I do I do 2 braids sometimes.
Wait, actually,
That's fancy.
Yeah, come on.
But it also is like with my personality, it's a certain level of a joke all the time.
Yeah.
There's certain places you don't want to be, trying to get a laugh or something.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
when people are spending a lot of money at a wedding. And I'm like,
He's showing up to the funeral with like pigtails.
dude, that for real, mullets at funerals, not. No, for real, not fun.
We should not be laughing at
No.
It's
But it just doesn't look good. In fact, actually, I was at a wedding. This was 2 summers ago, and it wasn't nearly what it is today. My mullet, that is.
Yeah.
And I was in the elevator, and we were going up to get ready at like the groom's apartment. And I'm going up, and the door's about to shut, and this girl she's not in the wedding. She puts her, am I boring? And she puts her arm in the elevator, and she has nothing to do with us or the wedding, and she goes, "Oh, cool costume."
Shut up.
Right to my fucking face. I couldn't believe it. Oh, I shouldn't be cussing this much. Oh, I can. Okay.
You can do whatever you want.
For that price, yeah. So anyway, that was embarrassing, and I said, "This is every day, baby." That's all I said. That's all I could think of.
Line.
It's
I
like
was so embarrassed.
It's like when a little kid accidentally chirps you. They're just being honest.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, like your shirt sucks.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. It's like, oh.
That also happened
Should
to
I
me.
go change? Like, what the fuck?
This is not even a joke. That
It's
same
kids and
weekend.
old people. I got a good one for you after
Old
this. Go
people,
ahead.
yeah. Anyway, this isn't really a story, but I walked in to get a fancy little beer at one of those little stores that just has like one fridge of beers, and he said, "You got the worst drip in here," and I didn't even know what drip was at that point. This was like 6 years ago. Anyway, that was it. Go
I
ahead.
made fun of you.
Sorry.
You're
Yeah,
his customer.
I was buying.
Fuck you, give me the beer.
Yeah, he said that'll be all. Thank you. Anyway,
It's not related to hair, more to the body, if you will.
Go ahead,
I was
yeah.
I was back in my village in Greece when I was, I think, 16, 17. High school years. So, your confidence isn't really there. Still isn't.
George
You
got
know,
like frosted tips, probably.
oh, nice.
Still really isn't there. But we're getting back there, and I'm with my cousins, and we're pulling into the village. Hadn't been there in obviously 12, 24 months, whatever, long time. So I hadn't seen people. I've obviously grown a little bit, and
Horizontally.
yeah, both ways. Both.
I know it well.
Yeah,
I know it well.
So I get out of the car. It's a 3-hour drive from Athens down to like our village, and we get out. We're kind of stretching, going to the convenience store to grab like a pop or something, just to kind of wet the beaks. And I get out. This old guy, like this guy is like I'm trying to think of the Simpsons, the old grandfather that walks the cane, kind of
Yeah.
over. So there's a guy. Picture that, but he's got Coke bottle glasses, like thick, like it's insane how thick they're thicker than this bottle. He's coming on over, and he lives not far from where I was, so he kind of knows who we are. Comes over really slow and old, says, "Hey, nice to see you guys." This side, everyone looks at me and goes, in Greek, looks me up and down, goes, "You've eaten a lot of bread, eh?"
Oh.
But I didn't hear it. I kind of and I speak Greek, and I would have understood him, but I kind of didn't hear it, so I laughed and said, "Yeah," and then my cousins are all howling, and I'm like, what do you guys laugh at? He just called you fat.
Yeah.
And then I look back and he's just like, "All right, have a good day." And just goes along.
Turtling along.
And it's like a joke in our village. Everybody knows this now. So every time I go back
that's
a
tough.
summer where I look a little big, they all say, "You ate some bread this year, eh?"
He actually stopped going back.
Yeah.
That's how
And I
bad
say,
it got.
"Yeah, I eat a lot of bread.
That's
I
how bad
love
it got.
Mr. Sub. What do you want me to do?"
Yeah.
I'll take all those chirps. I'm never giving up subs. So yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, all this food talk to is making me hungry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Starving.
There was one other thing I wanted to say, and I just slipped. Oh, anyways, this is, fuck it. Doesn't matter.
You can say it.
No, I was gonna bring up a story. He's talking about hair as well, and I the mullet's one thing I want to do. Ricky probably is gonna say that I'm lying and don't want to do it because I've backed out of a bet once with Rick.
Uh-oh.
We
And we don't take kindly to that.
yeah, very cowardice move on me. Because you were talking about how wearing the mullet is every day, and it kind of becomes a bit at times it's a little bit awkward situations.
Inappropriate sometimes.
Yes. So Ricky and I played soccer together, men's league, and we had a bet. Halfway through the season, we said, okay, we're tied in goals. Whoever scores the most goals the rest of the way.
And mind you, we suck at soccer. We're not good.
Fair
We're
average.
not
Fair
good.
average.
Noted.
For a big guy, I can actually run. I'm all right. But so we play, and the bet, we always say, okay, let's bet $20, $30. We're not gonna 20. What are we gonna do with this? Let's make it something that's for keeps, something serious.
Yeah.
So somehow we came up with the loser has to dye their hair bleach, Bieber blonde at the time. He had blonde hair.
I know it. Yes.
Platinum blonde. It goes on. Season goes on. We're tied almost all the way. I think I took a lead slightly. I sprained my ankle. But we didn't put any caveats in of we usually do, but there was no injury out or anything. So I'm up by I think 1 goal, and I can't play the last game. And I think he scored 2 goals last game of the season.
He's on fire.
He lightened the lamp. I actually think he scored in the last minute of the last game or something.
Probably down 5, scored one,
Yeah.
sellied so hard. Fuck you, George.
Just ripped one down on the empty
Had a
net.
bucket of bleach ready for your head.
Well, he goes.
And the rule was whoever wins gets to dye the person's hair too.
Yeah.
You have to buy the bleach, and you can dye the person's hair.
Wow.
Yeah, I pussed out.
Really?
Yeah, I was.
So you didn't
Not
get
friends anymore.
You didn't
So
get,
I was worried
You
about.
got over it though.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Still brings it up from time to time.
Time. When he pisses me off.
I got scared because I work. I wear
Coward.
a suit to work, and I go see clients and family business. I'm I've been fired before. I don't want to get fired again for something stupid.
Yeah.
So I backed out, and then I traveled a little bit. And Rick's like, "Perfect opportunity. You're not at work. You can do it." And I was like, "Yeah, maybe." I didn't do it.
Coward.
So I guess why I'm sharing the story is I got to do a mullet when I shave it. I think I'm gonna have to do a blonde mullet.
That'd be fucking
No problem.
sick, though.
You can cut
I'll
hair.
bring the little peanut, and I'll bring.
Can you
the,
dye hair?
the dye.
Can
No
you dye?
problem. Sure, I
probably
could
take,
learn.
5
I'll watch
hours.
one YouTube video and we'll get it down.
It'd probably take 5 hours. You'd have to do 3 times. No.
Can't I just dunk his head in something?
If you bleach
Can't I?
it, you could probably do it pretty quick. But if you want it toned a certain blonde,
Yeah.
that'll take a bit more time.
Platinum.
That's what I
I
want.
want something nice.
Yeah, we'll help you.
But I got that's the one thing I was always worried
Becca's,
about.
Becca's really good at dyeing
Alright.
hair.
Yeah, but I was always worried about ruining my hair. Burning it or whatever.
You won't.
You got such a good head of hair. You don't have to worry about anything.
If you do it properly, you don't
I
ruin
got
it.
no. I got a good story about George.
Yes.
I don't
This
know
is
where
probably
this is
like
going.
3 or 4 years ago. And George has a fucking full head of hair.
Yeah.
His dad's got hair.
I know exactly
Everybody in his
where this
family's
is
got
going.
hair. George is not going fucking bald anytime soon.
Grandparents all have hair. Everyone's got hair.
One day he comes to me, he's like, hey, pulls up his house. Like, my hair look a little thin to you? I'm like, what? Is it a little thin to you? I feel like I can see through the first couple hairs. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? You have a full head of hair.
Yeah.
What-
This basically.
Man,
Yeah.
I think it's going. I think I got a receding hairline. I was like, bro, what are we even talking about?
I feel like a lot of my friends do the same things with full head of hair,
Yeah.
and same thing. Their grandparents, everyone has hair. It's a scary thing. I'm definitely receding, but it's not gnarly or anything.
Who cares, man? You gotta fucking
No,
get
but
fresh
Ricky.
lettuce.
So the part he left out though is because I used to be I want to say full hypochondriac, but I would overthink things.
Yeah.
And Ricky at this point has known me for so long where he just has enough of it. He's like, this guy's out of his mind. Like, what's wrong with him? So he actually, I remember this because he's like, oh yeah, I think you are balding. And I'm like, all right, now I know you're fucking with me, but I'm like,
Yeah.
are you fucking with me? Like,
Yeah.
Am I? He's
Take
like,
a photo of the top
Yeah,
of
you
my
are.
head.
Look. I can see it. And then I get mad, and then he would laugh, and I know he's messing with me, but I'm also not sure he's messing with me. So in the end, I just live with it.
Yeah.
He does that very often.
No, you're not. I'll
Yeah,
tell you right
thank you,
now.
thank you.
Good head of hair.
Yeah, now I believe
Fantastic.
now I know it's
Fantastic.
it's nice.
Both
Thank
of you guys, look at you. Good on camera. My
man.
God.
Guys, this was how long have we been dating? Where are we at?
2018.
Oh my.
It's a good amount. Yeah, it's been really good. This is fun.
I
Man.
feel like
Thank you,
before we
guys.
wrap up, we should talk a little bit more music. But
yeah.
any shows coming up? Anything you want to promote?
I just want to promote the new record. It's out now, I think, right?
Yeah, it's out now.
All platforms.
Yeah. Oh, streaming.
Yeah.
I'm talking streaming. I'm talking
LimeWire. We got anything on
Yep,
Napster?
Yeah,
music
all
video?
that's something we're working on.
Okay.
I'm just focused on getting it out there and just trying to, get it in the hands of as many people as possible, get people listening to it. And yeah, that's kind of the big thing right now. Then I'm going to go back into writing mode. Just stay at my house and try to write. So, yeah.
I wish we had you on earlier so we could have came to the show last week or 2 weeks ago.
I know. We'll get you out to a show. We'll get you some hats. I'm thinking about
fuck yeah.
getting hats with clip-on mullets. So that could be something I get for you for festival season. We'll line that up. Yeah.
I love it.
If you could play any show, any venue in the world, this is Rick's question. Any venue in the world, what would you play?
I mean,
This is your chance to become best friends with Ricky right now.
No, because everyone's got their own personal
I
opinion,
know, but Rick's got
my
one.
answer's right. So whatever.
Ricky's got one that he's actually went to it recently too.
really? Oh, now I'm nervous.
No. Again, this is your dream venue. It's not mine.
I'm just curious because I want to know if you're
Red Rocks.
There you go.
Red Rocks.
There
is good.
you go.
I just saw a video. I almost drove to watch Bon Iver there, and
You almost drove.
from here to there because I really want to drive to there.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I didn't
That's
have
like
I didn't have a lot going
3-day
on.
drive.
yeah.
Ricky, that's
a bit
not
of a-
bad.
bit of
It's
a
only a 3-hour flight. That must be like what?
It's a
10
3-day drive.
No, I think it's like 2 or 3 days.
Because Florida's easy because it's a straight line down and there's a highway that does the entire thing.
We're talking
Colorado. I think
mountains.
is a
We're
straight highway that does it.
Uh-oh, she's Googling
I think
it.
it's like
All right, and we're done.
Daddy, it's not just how many hours.
That's the venue you.
I just think it's the coolest looking place. I saw who was there recently? I can't remember who was playing there. But it was snowing. Like who? Or Tyler Childers. Yeah.
It was snowing during the concert.
It was snowing. Everyone was just up in the stands. They were, they had their big jackets on. It just
They were
looked so
they were
sick.
just there.
It's a 24-hour drive.
Oh my gosh! Is it?
24 hours. So it's like you're going to Florida.
no, Florida's 18.
It's not.
No,
I put it
it's-
to your place.
Yeah.
It's about 24 hours.
Yeah, so it's
Depends
24
where you go.
hours.
You
so
can get
again,
to Jacksonville.
You
It
drive,
might still be cold there,
sleep.
though.
Jacksonville's like 19. Because I routed to your place because we might drive down to Florida around New Year's.
Wow.
So I
That's a good venue. I've never been, but every video I see, every show there,
They
I
flew
almost
there.
ran out of breath. I was so excited about that.
they
venue.
just flew there for Roof is the Soul.
Yeah, so it's
Oh.
we left Saturday morning. They played Saturday night, and we flew back Sunday afternoon.
We were
went there for
talking
tour.
like literally
October.
A month
like
ago.
Oh my gosh!
It's we toured it and we hiked it beforehand because like we were there just for that.
Yeah.
So we flew in, went straight there. We dropped off our stuff at the hotel. Went there. We walked the stairs. There's the museum, the Denver Music Museum, or the Colorado Music Museum, is inside / underneath Red Rocks. So you get to see everyone who's played there. You get to see all like the notes. They have like a slideshow.
That's
with
so cool.
Oh, it's. And then at night
I
too,
wanna
because
go.
the acoustics, it's like the acoustics of it is
Yeah.
like the big seller.
Yeah.
Because there's apparently no bad seat in the house.
Wow.
No matter where you are, the music sounds equally as good at every seat in the house.
We were also very lucky though. Like
Yeah,
we
we
got
had, like, third row,
row
fifth row.
6.
Yeah.
Really?
Got free tickets.
Rufus the Soul?
Rufus couldn't have asked for anything better.
Wow.
It was honestly magical.
My girlfriend would be very jealous.
That's
her jam.
It was everything I wanted. Everything we wanted it to be.
Wow.
Magical.
All right. Well, next time, just shoot me a little text and
We'll drive down on the camper.
I'll come with.
We get everyone
100%.
together.
Okay. We'll
What?
do
We
it.
were gonna say Danny. You wait.
Oh,
I think
no,
it's-
I was making, but it's the Colorado Music Hall of Fame
There you go.
at Red
Colorado
Rocks.
Hall of Fame.
Okay.
So like seeing every artist that have been through Red Rocks was actually unbelievable.
Yeah, I bet. I couldn't imagine.
And they are the #1 outdoor venue in terms of ticket sales every year by I think like 20 or 30%.
Yeah.
They do 1 million people a year there.
Fun fact,
Yes.
like for the 5 years in a row, Bud Stage was rated like number 4
Yeah.
in all of
What?
North
Top
America. So like
It is a good little
Bud
venue.
Stage is like rated. And it was mostly when it was Molson, but it's still continuing with Budweiser.
It's a good. It is a good. The setup there is good. If you're not by
So
the water,
cool.
it's actually. I haven't been.
Well, it's half covered too,
Yeah.
which helps.
Yeah. Yeah, and they like shut the lawn off for certain shows. It's like pretty. You can get a lot of different acts in there.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. It's a good venue. Red Rocks I'd like to do. I'm not like. I don't say I don't like concerts and anything like that. I don't go to as many. Like Rick, he said earlier. Any concert comes to Toronto, he like.
I think I'm at 25 this year probably.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He'll go to like History, Bud Stage.
Couldn't have come
everything.
out to one of mine.
No, but even a lot of the guests who come on the podcast, so we do a lot of musicians now, like Drake Underground, a lot of them through Universal play there.
Oh, yeah.
We went to, who did we see? Was it Travis Denning at Horseshoe?
Horseshoe, yeah.
Horseshoe?
No, that was at Rockin' Horse.
Rockin' Horse.
They had a private event.
Yeah, we went there. That was really good.
But
So,
you were invited last week to his concert. You were just busy.
Danny's like, I like Nate way more than Rick today, so
is awkward.
Rick's
Yeah.
going under the
I
bus.
didn't know you. I didn't know you. It doesn't count.
I get it. You would have came now.
When what?
I'll do it next one. You know what, Danny? You were invited too then, so fuck you.
It was you both got the email. We were all just very busy last weekend.
I think we also invited your guys.
Yeah, last minute.
It was
Don't
a
worry
very
about
last
it, guys.
minute
Yeah,
thing.
so you know it's your fault.
Yeah, what the hell? Last minute.
Hey!
No, guys. Next one.
Yeah, come to any show you ever want.
100%. 100%. If you guys ever need us to like promote anything, hype anything up, if you're selling mullet hats and you want us to, put a link in the bio, happy
right.
to, whatever.
Thank you guys so much for doing this. and
This
taking
was
time.
honestly-
And I'm gonna bring you another bottle of that. I'm sorry. I had,
I
I had two little.
Come
Oh
on.
my god.
I got a nice right now. Too.
Yeah.
So yeah. Really nice head buzz.
If people want to find out more about you, your music, where can they go? How can they find you?
I'm the Holler. That's my Instagram, and I pretty well do everything from that, right? Or NateHoller.com.
Beauty.
That's
And
it.
go stream Budweiser. It's out now on all major streaming platforms.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.
It's a
Appreciate it.
blast.
All right.
Peace.
Cheers.